All right, let's talk about this week's forecast. Pretty similar to what we had over the weekend. Hot, humid, hazy. Of course, this time of year, that's pretty common around here. The one change that we're going to have, though, is going into Tuesday evening. Could see a little bit more in the way of some coverage when it comes to those spotty showers. Really summer-like forecasts throughout most of this upcoming week. It's going to be hot. It's going to be humid every once in a while. Maybe we just see a stray shower here and there. Only about a 10% chance, really scattered throughout the week, is going to be the normal. But for Tuesday, that gives us a little bit of a better chance to see a few of those stray showers. Here's a look at Northwest Arkansas going into the start of the week. Pretty nice out there. We're starting off into those low 70s for tomorrow morning. By the time we get to the afternoon, of course, the real temperature going to be into the upper 80s and low 90s. But when you factor in the humidity, of course, you get that heat index value. What it actually feels like outside, that's going to be a bit warmer for tomorrow afternoon. Across the river valley, waking up early tomorrow morning, maybe wanting to get some of those chores done outside because that's the coolest part of the day. Only going to be into those mid 70s to upper 70s through at least the 8 a.m. hour. By the time we get to the afternoon, though, already into those 90s. Of course, the humidity is going to make things feel a little bit warmer for tomorrow afternoon. So we take a look at what it could feel like for tomorrow. Very similar to what we saw for today. By the time we get to the early afternoon, right around those low to mid 90s for most of us. Some of us, though, especially across parts of Johnson and Logan County, could see already into those upper 90s by the time we reach the noon hour. Here's a look going into later on into the afternoon, that peak heating hour of the day. That's where we could see some triple digits once again when it comes to what it feels like across the river valley, Northwest Arkansas. Best we're going to do is those mid 90s for tomorrow afternoon. That feels like forecast remains pretty similar throughout most of this upcoming week. Mid to upper 90s, close to the triple digits, really throughout the rest of this work week and going into this upcoming weekend. But of course, we talked about Tuesday being the one chance that we have for maybe a little bit more in the way of a few stray showers here and there. Here's a look at Tuesday afternoon. That's where we could see maybe a few stray thunderstorms here and there, a few stray showers, but not too much to be concerned about when it comes to widespread severe weather. That's definitely not in the forecast for us. Of course, by the time we get to Wednesday, that's the Rodeo of the Ozarks parade. Looks nice right now. Could see a stray shower by the time we get to the afternoon, though. Northwest Arkansas over the next 10 days, it looks like this. Again, pretty common for us. Those low to mid 90s for most of us when it comes to what it feels like outside. Of course, Tuesday evening, that's where we're going to have the chances for a few stray showers here and there. Not too much, though, to be concerned about. Again, really throughout the rest of this week into the weekend, we could put about a 5 to 10% chance of a stray shower somewhere, but it's not too much to be concerned about. Across the river valley, a little bit warmer into those low to mid 90s. Of course, what you're seeing there is the real temperature, the heat index value. Let's call it 95 to the triple digits, not only this week, but going into the weekend as well. Our best rain chance, of course, going to be Tuesday evening and Wednesday as well, but I wouldn't cancel your plans. Stray shower here and there. If anything, that's going to help out some folks, try to cool things down briefly because it is going to be hot and steamy throughout most of this upcoming week.